to do it at nighttime because this is like my total vibe. This is how I chill. And these are things that I, research or write, or any thoughts that come to my mind. I write it down on my computer. Obviously, I transfer everything to my notes. And that way I can carry it here and then I can share it with you. So I'm gonna have my notes in here and I'll be checking my notes in order to share what I would like to share with you. The subject of this month is about solo living or solo life. Something that is clearly my lifestyle. I love my solo single life. It is not for everyone, and living a solo life can be very, very fulfilling and a very, very empowering experience. There are things that I look back now and I'm like, wow, kind of like I feel proud of myself for the things that I have overcome while being single and just managing so many things that it will probably be easier in a good marriage or like in a couple environment, when each one support each other, when it's a healthy relationship. And I have been able to do it by myself. So it's a very empowering experience. But it also come with kind of like unique challenges, just like anything in life, just by embracing your own company. And that's what I would like to share some tips that I have been able to apply in my life, and they have been extremely beneficial, and I really hope that they are beneficial for you if you are into that type of lifestyle. Tip number 1: cultivate a strong sense of self. This means like this self-awareness is spending time with yourself to understand who you really are. What do you enjoy? What is your favorite color or favorite colors? It can be more than one. What are your values? Like, what do you really value in life? Also, other things that help is like journaling, meditating. It's just like ways that you can kind of like auto-analyze who you are internally. Like, what do you believe? What do you want to be loyal to? What do you want to give your time to? All those kind of things are so important. One thing that I don't necessarily do much, I tried it and it didn't really, I don't know, like, it's not that I have given that up, but it didn't really make me feel any kind of way. Or maybe that's just what it is, like journaling. I like writing things down, but things that I'm like researching, which I think is different from journaling. Journaling is more like writing down your thoughts and your feelings. I believe that's what it is. Correct me if I am wrong. It really doesn't do it for me. I like researching things, writing my thoughts down, like this thing that I apply in my life. I like writing it down so I can share it with others and hopefully it can be beneficial. So I like writing about something, or writing about plans, or writing diagrams of things that I'm planning to do. Like, I like that. But the whole journaling thing, just for the purpose of like writing down my thoughts and my feelings, like, it doesn't work for me. Let's just leave it like that. Yeah, the self-awareness is very important, and that will take time. It takes time because you have to go through various situations, different environments, in order for you to know how you feel in different things. At least that's what works for me. Like, I can be in certain environments that I already know that that's not for me. I can be hanging out with people that I absolutely know that that's not for me, or they are not for me, and maybe I'm not for them. It's very this solo life has helped me to be so, like, in a way, when I use the word detachment, for lack of a better word, but like I don't mind losing people because I got me and God. And yes, you go through periods of like sadness because sometimes you feel, that maybe this would have been a nice friendship or whatever, but like it's okay. It's like we move on. And the only way that you can do that is by spending time with yourself to figure out who you really are, what do you value, what do you respect, what you don't respect, like all the things that when somebody asks you, who are you? Like, how would you define yourself? Like, what do you believe? That you know what those answers are. Because if you don't, then you have work to do. Another thing is self-love. During that process of like trying to develop that self-awareness to figure out who you really are, again, it's not an easy task, and it can take months and years, and it is tough. Like, I am my biggest enemy, not on a sense of perfectionism, but I do like things done right. And there are certain behaviors that I cannot stand from others and from myself, because we, especially being women, like, our emotions are totally different than men, clearly. But there are certain things that is like, okay, I don't like this about myself and I really need to work on it. But during that process and finding out the things that I don't like about myself, I can be my worst enemy. And we need to remember that perfectionism is not good. I really don't consider myself to be a perfectionist, even though my close friends, they are like, yes, Alfonsina, yes, you are. I really don't, because it's like, are you kidding? Like, I make mistakes, many mistakes in life. And yes, I hate making mistakes. But if you don't make mistakes, and how are you gonna grow? Like, then you learn from that mistake, and then you try not to do it again. And sometimes you do it again, and it keeps happening until finally you don't do it anymore. But with that being said, it's like during that process that it's not gonna happen overnight. You have to treat yourself with kindness, self-love, love, patience, compassion, and all the qualities that you will use with somebody else. Because we tend to be very sympathetic and very, very understanding of others. At least I am. Or I try to be very, like, sympathetic. Like, I don't have to be your best friend to help you, to be there for you, to be a sister for you, to be a helping hand. So with that same compassion and understanding and patience that we can show other people, like, let's start using that on ourselves. That is something I have to constantly work on. Okay, tip or suggestion number 2, build a solid routine. Routines can include your exercising, they can include your meditation, also designating time for hobbies or things that you enjoy. But let me tell you something about this. This one, I am pretty much like the master of routine. My life is very structured. Usually during the weekends is where I kind of allow myself to be a little more flexible. But in order for me to have that flexibility during the weekends, like Saturdays and Sundays, which I'm still working on it. It's not that I am like 100% free, but that is something that in 2025, I have done so much work in the past month of this last year, in a way that I said no to so many things, so many invites, so many situations, in order for me to stick to my goal of having or freeing my time for 2025, so I can start carrying my friendships, what I call my corner people, which is my, we're going to discuss that a little later, but my quality friends and all that kind of stuff. So the same quality that they give to me, I am making time to pour that quality back into them. And I really hope that they will understand, because some of them don't like the fact that I am like this. But anyway, structure is very important. I have a very specific schedule during the week. I am self-employed, have my own business as a designer, seamstress, fashion designer, however you want to call it, but that keeps me extremely busy. It is my main source of my income. And if I wasn't as disciplined and as structured as I am, there is no way that I will be able to manage all the different things that I do for my work, for my personal life, for family members as well. So having a structure to me is very fulfilling. I get a lot of satisfaction from being disciplined. That you start developing that discipline of waking up at a certain time. I wake up super early, because if I don't wake up early, then my day is not enough hours for me to get things done. It's just there are certain things that I have to build as a foundation for my business, and certain things that I have that they need to be done in Q1, Q2, 3, and 4. That changes the intensity of what needs to be done on the business, and therefore it affects my schedule for personal things, if that makes any sense. But developing a good routine is extremely important. If you don't have discipline of getting up at the same time, trying to go to bed at at similar times, like if you choose 9 p.m., then go to bed at 9 p.m. Don't say I'm going to bed at 9 p.m. and then it's midnight and you're still in the streets hanging out or talking or playing or doing whatever, because that's obviously it's not going to align with your goal of developing a routine. Suggestion or tip number 3, stay socially connected. So this is the one that I was kind of like briefly talking about earlier. To nurture friendships. Solo living doesn't mean isolation. I have to say that I'm guilty of this. I have been living this lifestyle for so long that isolation is extremely easy for me to do. Again, I enjoy my company so much. I enjoy everything. I also do work from home. That's another thing that I have to mention. And I love creating. I love my work. I enjoy what I do. I enjoy writing. I enjoy blogging. I enjoy doing a lot of things. These are things that it's not that I decided to do all this overnight. I have been doing this for decades. And so it's very easy. I already have like a flow of how I manage my life when it comes to my work and personal life and stuff like that. But it's like I enjoy everything that I do. What will be the only thing that I don't enjoy that much? I don't know, maybe doing taxes. Even recording this is very exciting to me. Like, I enjoy this, and it's very easy for me to isolate myself because I'm creating I want to say 90% of the time, or maybe 80% of the time, I'm creating, and it keeps me very busy, very motivated here. I always have goals and plans and projects going on. Like, I always have something going on that is nice, and I love that. But I cannot allow that to keep happening because, again, I do have friends that care for me, and I care for them. I should just get my life together so I can care for them in a way that is more meaningful. Because I'm telling you, I'm guilty of isolation simply because I enjoy being by myself. Like, I am rarely bored. I rarely get bored. And I love that. Like, I just love that. Like, I do get bored sometimes, but it's not like, if it is, it's like, how do we snap out of this? And I quickly find something that can replace that. Ways that I am planning to fix that is like scheduling regular hangouts in my place. I love, I have done like dinner parties and stuff like that in my place, and I love it. I love bringing people home. I'm Dominican. I love cooking Dominican food for my friends. They love my food. So that is something that this year I'm really trying to do more often because I do enjoy it. Like, with when my friends are here, we all have a great time. They love being in my place. They feel very cozy and welcome, which is definitely just who I am. I'm a very, very welcoming person. It might not look like it. Some of them tell me that I have a resting face, which is, I'm pretty sure that's the case. Like, I'm kind of like very serious most of the time, but I'm not serious at heart. I'm a very silly person. It's just that I work a lot, and I think maybe the work things have give me a resting face already. But I am trying to be more social with my friends. I also want to stay more connected, more communicative with my family overseas. That brings me a lot of joy. I want to start talking to my little nephews and nieces and my cousins' babies. They are like the cutest. I got to meet them this past 2024. A lot of them are like new babies that I didn't even know, and they were so cute and loving. So I kind of want to like keep developing all that. This can be in person or virtually. Okay, so just like I will probably have to do with my family. When my mom is visiting, obviously she's gonna be here pretty soon, which I'm pretty excited about that. And usually she stays with me for several months and just, kind of like have that nice quality time with my mother. But other than that, everything is pretty much online. And if you're thinking to embrace this solo living, single life, then please nurture your friendships. Let's keep each other accountable, okay? Let's do it. Other things that you can do that are outside and that I am actually planning to do. Ooh, can you hear that? All right, let's go ahead and mute it because I think it's gonna take my voice away. Be right back. Tip number 4, create a comfortable home environment. Let me tell you something. Look at my little corner. I love my place. Yes, I have actually today, before I did this video, I was hanging some of my block of art that I did. I love art that is super simple and like block of color. It doesn't have to be like a bunch of messy stuff. It has to be very simple. I like blocks of color. So I ended up painting those that because I wanted something that matched this panel right here, this tent drape. So that's exactly what I did. Hopefully I can insert something, but if not, just go to one of my cleaning videos. I'll probably share in there. But yeah, creating an environment that brings peace and joy. That is the goal. That is the name of the game in this household. My place has to be super cozy, super chill, very chill. Even the music that I play here, lo-fi or lo-fi or whatever you call that, I really love all that kind of stuff. Not a lot of lyrics, don't get me wrong, I like some hip hop and stuff like that, R&B or whatever. But even that, I'm trying to do much better because I love music, and I love a good beat, especially if I'm like at a party or something like that. But for the most part, in my house, I am very chill, very, very chill. I believe that your house is kind of like your little safe space, and I want to keep it that way. And that involves things that you watch, things that you listen, the people that you allow in your place. Like all of that involves is part of like creating that home environment that you want to be in all the time. It's a home environment that you don't want to escape. Decorate it in a way that reflects your personality. Means cozy comforts, bright colors, or minimalist simplicity. That is my vibe. Minimal, simple, neutral colors. By having this like minimal, neutral, desert living lifestyle, I really don't I don't spend a lot of money on furniture. I have owned my things for years. Like these couches, I have 2 couches. I have owned them since I purchased them in 2000, one in 2017, January, and the other one in 2019. And I have owned them since then. Every time that I move, I take my furniture with me, and the goal with the way that I set up my home and my decor and the colors that I chose is just so I don't have to buy them again, and that they can just work in absolutely almost any environment. One of them. So choose what works for you when it comes to that, but at the end of the day, just make sure that it reflects your personality, that it makes you happy, and that it allows you to be yourself in your house, in your place, in your apartment, in your condo, in whatever you live, in your RV, in your tiny home. I love all that. Whatever floats your boat, make sure that it reflects your personality and that it makes you happy. Tip number 5, prioritize your mental health and physical health. I am so excited with the whole health situation. Looking forward to take care of my body, my mind. I love meditating. I love a bath. I love a massage. So really looking forward to implement all those things in my regular routine when it comes to taking care of my body, my mind. I have to really be on top of staying on my workout sessions. Again, I'm gonna be embracing yoga and Pilates and all that kind of stuff. I already have like my tools and things, my yoga mat. I have already actually started doing some stuff with one of the YouTubers that I follow from at home workouts, and it feels really nice. Once you get it done, like find something that works for you. That way you can keep doing it, like stick to it. The reason why I'm so excited about it is because I love that YouTuber, MatFit. Her channel is fantastic, and she makes it very fun and easy to do the workouts. And these are not, most of her workouts are very hard, like you will feel it, but she makes it like very fun. Also, Yoga with Adrienne, that is another one that I follow. And just find stuff that you enjoy. That way it's easier for you to keep doing it. Just keep doing it and make it a part of your life. Again, that solo life, that life that you're gonna make beautiful. Singleness is a beautiful thing. Being married is also a fantastic concept. Again, when it's with someone that loves you back the way the way that you love them. So make sure that in your singleness that you get to enjoy it in a very beautiful and meaningful way. Like, it has to be meaningful. In my case, that's what I have done. I have said no to a lot of things that just don't align with the life that I am creating, or that I have created already and that I will continue to create. Now, the things that I am looking forward to for my solo life is having quality friends, nurturing those quality friends, being healthier, because obviously health is wealth. And the more we take care of ourselves, the more we're going to be on this earth to keep growing and keep enjoying life. And yeah, just I will continue to do those things and also fix things that I have to still work on to make my solo single life even more beautiful. So I hope that these tips were beneficial to you, and in some way. These are things that so far have worked for me, and I really hope that they are also good suggestions for you in embracing solitude and solo living and singleness. So that is it for now, and I will see you on the next one.